Hey y'all, welcome back to another new video. So today we are going to be talking about what the difference between a healthy and an unhealthy relationship is, and what to do if you feel like you're in an unhealthy, dangerous, or toxic relationship. Just a little content warning to start this video off. There will be mention of dating violence, sexual assault, incest, other forms of like domestic abuse or emotional abuse, things like that in this video. So if that's something that's not okay for you to watch or it's going to be triggering for you, I would recommend clicking out of this video, but maybe still check out some of the resources that I'm going to have listed in the description box below. A toxic relationship is going to contaminate all aspects of your self-esteem, happiness, and the way you see and interact with the world around you. Once unhappiness, moodiness, and frustration and anger become the norm, it's really unlikely that this is going to change or be fixed, and that's going to be a time when you really know it's time to get out of that relationship. It's unlikely that it is going to get better. What are the different aspects or warning signs of a toxic relationship? So the first is that it feels bad almost all the time, if not all the time. Your self-esteem has been eroded. You constantly feel braced or like you're walking on eggshells around your partner. You avoid sharing your thoughts, feelings, or opinions. No effort is being put in, or you do all the work, put in all the love, put in all the time and effort. You're the only one willing to compromise. You don't feel that you can say no to anything. So this could be things that they want you to do, or sexual things, or just anything in general. You're made to feel guilty and small. You do not work as a team, and big decisions are for important people, which you are made to feel like you are not one of. You don't work as a team. It feels like your relationship is a constant battle that you guys are on opposite sides of. You have experienced physical, verbal, emotional, or mental abuse, if not a combination or all of them. Your partner is very passive aggressive. Arguments do not end fairly or not in a way where both people feel like there's been compromise and they've gotten some of what they want. Whenever you explain what you're going through or how you're feeling, your partner always makes a point to tell you how much worse they have it. You aren't allowed any privacy, free time, or alone time. They lie to you. And unfortunately, dating abuse is all too common. Okay, I'm going to read off my phone a little bit because I just want to get all of these statistics right. I just have a list. So, according to loveisrespect.org, 1.5 million high school students in the U.S. experience physical abuse from a dating partner in a given year. 1 in 3 adolescents in the U.S. are a victim of physical, sexual, emotional, or verbal abuse from a dating partner, and this number exceeds rates of other types of youth violence. 1 in 10 high school students have been purposefully hit, slapped, or otherwise physically hurt by a partner. Girls and young women 16 to 24 experience the highest rate of intimate partner violence, and they experience almost triple the national average. Violent behavior typically begins between ages 12 and 18. Nearly half of college women report experience violent and abusive dating behaviors. 1 in 3 college students have given their partner computer, online access, email, or social network passwords, and these students are more likely to then experience digital dating abuse. So that sort of ties into how you're not allowed to have any privacy. 1 in 6 women have been sexually abused in a dating relationship, and being in a violent relationship puts victims at a greater risk of substance abuse, eating disorders, risky sexual behavior, further domestic violence, and development of other mental health conditions.
But no, it's flashing in orange.
If you've been a victim of intimate partner abuse or any type of dating violence, I want to say that I'm really, really sorry and I feel for you, and while I can't help you directly, I hope that some of the resources in this video could help you or those that you care about. So if you feel like you're in immediate danger, you need to call 911 if that's available to you. Additionally, I'm going to link the number for the National Domestic Violence Hotline, the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, and the Child Help Hotline for the prevention of and treatment of child abuse, and Adult Protective Services hotlines. I'm going to have all 4 of those numbers listed in the description box below. I would also recommend looking up Good Therapy and using their online database to help find a counseling service. If you have run away or are planning to run away, I'm going to recommend the National Runaway Safe Line or the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. These can help you find youth shelters, homeless shelters, transitional living. The Salvation Army, Homeless Shelter Directory, and Women's Shelter Directory are all organizations that can assist the homeless in finding safe places to sleep. The Northwest Network, GLBT National Help Center, and the Trevor Project can help you access LGBTQ-friendly resources, and the Trans Lifeline is also available by phone every single day. If you feel that you are in an abusive, unhealthy, or toxic relationship, I would recommend making yourself a safety plan, and you can find like an online format to do this at loveisrespect.org. That website also has so many other resources available. It has advice for what to do if you live with an abusive partner, if you have children with them, stop being abusive if you yourself are the abuser, what to do if you are experiencing abuse and you live on a college campus, and how you can help a friend, coworker, parent, stranger, roommate, your child, members of the LGBT community, how to call the police, how to document abuse, how to file a restraining order, as well as resources for LGBTQ individuals and undocumented immigrants. So the website loveisrespect.org has just so many resources, and I would really, really recommend everybody look into it, especially if you are currently a victim. And how do you know if you're in a healthy relationship? So what are some things to look for in your current relationships or future relationships that are hallmarks of something that is healthy, good for you, a place that's going to make you happy, grow as a person, that sort of thing? The characteristics of a healthy relationship is, first of all, you can speak your mind. You're allowed to say how you feel, even if it's a disagreement with how your partner feels or thinks. You can have your own personal space, either inside your home or on your internet life. You're allowed privacy. You disagree or fight in a fair and productive manner. This means that the goal of the fight, yeah, maybe you fight, maybe you argue, maybe you even raise your voices sometimes, but in the end, you guys make up, scores are not kept, and the resolution is a compromise. You like yourself and your partner most of the time, in most ways, exactly how you are. There's not huge things that you would change about your partner, and you aren't made to feel like there's huge things your partner would change about you. You make decisions that affect your relationship jointly. Your relationship is often a source of joy for you. It makes you feel happy. There's balance, meaning you have time in your relationship and time out of it with friends, family, whatever else. You're kind to one another most of the time. You trust each other most of the time, and at a healthy level for how long you've been together. So it's not to say that, if you've been dating a week, you have to trust each other with everything. But when you've been dating for like a year or more, you should trust each other pretty well. So if you feel like you can't trust the person, that could be a red flag. Another aspect is that you let small mistakes go. You don't keep score, or you don't get overly angry about little things. You feel safe and like you can talk to them about anything. You feel like you can talk to your partner about concerns and issues that come up. Like if you don't like something that they did or said, you don't think that telling them is going to cause a huge angry outburst or for them to freeze you out or anything out like that. You feel pretty comfortable telling them about it. You guys say, I love you, thank you, and I'm sorry very often and meaningfully. Not as a tactic to manipulate each other, but you really genuinely mean it. So if you feel like you or someone you care about is in a toxic or unhealthy dating relationship, I would definitely check out all those resources from loveisrespect.org, the numbers that I listed in the description box, that sort of thing. I know it can be really, really hard to get out. A lot of domestic abuse victims have to try multiple times to leave the relationship before it happens successfully, and it is never the victim's fault. And just know that there are people out there who care about you and want what is best for your well-being. So that being said, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope some of these resources can be helpful, or some of this information can be helpful. And until next time, bye y'all.